decided to put things the other way around.
Investigations into over the jailbreak and the attack on police headquarters begin as police reinforces to strengthen security. What is Easter Monday?
Every year it's that feeling always comes.
Nigeria better as a single united entity, Senate President Ahmad Lawan insists.
What we need to emphasize always is equity, justice and fairness to all for all.
And National Sports Festival hots up as athletes jostle for medals on day 3. Good evening, this is NTA Network News. I am Kenan Ima Abodiken. We are live in Abuja and Michael Olale joins me later from Lagos. We'll begin with security matters where President Muhammadu Buhari has condemned the deadly insurgent attack that took place on the police command headquarters and the correctional facility in Owerri, Imo State on Monday, describing it as an act of terrorism. A statement by the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, says President Buhari has praised the initial response by security guards and security forces for preventing a greater loss of life and the destruction of public property. The President directed the security and intelligence agencies in the state and the geopolitical zone to fully mobilize and go after the terrorists, apprehend them and get them punished under the full weight of the law. He also called for the rearrest of fleeing inmates, especially the deadly criminals. President Buhari then appealed to the public to assist the law enforcement agencies with relevant information that could lead to the apprehension of these criminals who perpetrated this despicable act, and be vigilant as everyone has a stake in preserving Nigerians' way of life from disruption by terrorists and anarchists, while the federal government will use every available tool at its disposal to confront and terminate this barefaced anarchy. Meanwhile, the Nigerian Correctional Service, Imo State Command, and the Nigeria Police Force, Imo State Command, have suffered a major setback following attacks on both facilities by yet-to-be-identified gunmen. Loretta Arinze-Wim reports that the attack, which resulted in the release of inmates and destruction of facilities, is being investigated.
The attackers were said to have gone on rampage Monday morning, shooting sporadically at the correctional service located along Okigwe Road, Owerri, Imo State. Our camera lens captured some vehicles and some office buildings at the service that were set ablaze by the hoodlums.
As at 2:15 a.m. this morning, some group of unidentified gunmen came to the custodial center and decided to put things the other way around, trying to cause a lot of havoc, which they did, which they succeeded in doing. From the look of things, they are numbering about up to 10-12 vehicles. They gained entrance to the custodial center. We are trying to put things in order because for now the whole thing is very, very sketchy.
Some bags suspected to belong to the fleeing inmates were littered along the Okigwe Road, Owerri. Meanwhile, more details on the incident are still being expected. In Owerri, Loretta Arinze, NTA News.
In the related developments, following the attacks on the Nigerian Correctional Service facility and police headquarters, Imo State Command, by unidentified gunmen, the Imo State Governor, Hope Uzodinma, has directed a full-scale investigation into the cause of the attack with a view to bringing the perpetrators to book. He made this known during an on-the-spot assessment of the facilities in Owerri. Bright Ebuchur reports.
The attack on the headquarters of the Imo State Police Command and the Nigerian Correctional Service by some unidentified gunmen, which resulted in the escape of over 1,800 inmates, damage of operational vehicles and buildings, has been condemned by Governor Hope Uzodinma. The governor, who briefed journalists in Owerri after an on-the-spot assessment of the facilities, assures that government will leave nothing to chance in bringing the perpetrators to book.
We need the cooperation of everybody
traditional rulers, citizens, and community leaders to join forces with government and security agencies to ensure that this type of act is condemned outrightly and to condemn it once and for all and get our people to begin to think aright, because this level of gangsterism that often takes life is not acceptable by any government.
While no life has so far been reported to have been lost, the governor urges residents of the state to go about their businesses without fear of molestation, as the security agencies are on top of the situation. In Owerri, Bright Ebuchu, NTA News.
In the meantime, the Nigerian Correctional Services has disclosed that 6 inmates have so far voluntarily returned to the facility, while 35 inmates refused to escape from custody during the attack. A statement by Francis Enobore, the public relations officer of the service, says that 1,844 inmates were forcefully released from the Owerri custodial by the unknown gunmen. The statement says the Acting Controller General of Corrections, John Rabure, has ordered a comprehensive investigation into the incident and, in collaboration with other security organizations, already commenced a search and recovered operations to recapture the fleeing inmates. The service appeals to citizens of Imo State and Nigerians to volunteer useful intelligence that will facilitate the recovery efforts, assuring that the security of custodial centers in the country remains sacrosanct. In another development, the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, has ordered the immediate deployment of additional units of police mobile force and other police tactical schools to Imo State to strengthen security in the state and prevent further attacks on security formations and other critical assets. A statement by the Force Public Relations Officer Frank Mba indicates that the IGP gave the directives following the attack on security operatives and formations, including the Imo State Police Command headquarters and the headquarters of the Nigerian Correctional Services in Owerri. Preliminary investigations revealed that the attackers attempted to gain access to the police armory at the command headquarters, but were, however, resisted by police operatives on duty who repelled the attack. Meanwhile, one of the operational vehicles of the attackers has been recovered by the police and is currently being subjected to forensic scrutiny and investigations. The IGP, who described the deliberate and criminal attack on security operatives as an attack on the soul of the nation, enjoins leaders in Imo State, the southeast and other parts of the country to speak out against the unfolding violence and criminality. The IGP calls on citizens to avail the police and other security agencies with useful information that will assist in identifying and arresting the criminals. In continuation of the kinetic actions against the recalcitrant bandits in Zamfara State, operatives attached to the Operation Puff Adder of the State Police Command have succeeded in neutralizing a notorious armed bandits kingpin who has been on the radar of the police for terrorizing innocent people, especially in Maradun local government area of the state. A statement issued by the Police Public Relations Officer of the Command, SP Shehu Mohammed, says while on a confidence-building patrol in the area, the operatives intercepted a group of armed bandits believed to be on attack mission to a nearby village. The statement says the exchange of fire between the police and the bandits resulted in the killing of one of the assailants, while some others escaped with possible gunshot wounds. In the course of profiling the scene, an AK-47 rifle and one magazine containing 4 rounds of live ammunition, one operational motorcycle and a bag containing assorted charms and a set of military camouflage uniform were recovered. The statement reiterates the unwavering commitment of the command to continue with the ongoing operations against the unrepentant bandits aimed at ridding the state of criminal elements. 5 of the kidnapped students of Federal College of Forestry Mechanization recovered and are undergoing a thorough medical checkup at a military facility. A statement signed by the Commissioner, Ministry of Internal Security and Home Affairs, Kaduna State, Samuel Aruwan, stated that the Nigerian military has informed the Kaduna State government that 5 of the many kidnapped students of the Federal College of Forestry Mechanization, Afaka, Kaduna, were recovered this afternoon and are presently in a military facility where they are undergoing a thorough medical checkup. The Kaduna State government will provide updates and further operational feedback to be received on this case. Still talking security, Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike has frowned at the alleged diversion of 2 armored helicopters worth over $10 million that the state government donated to the Nigerian Air Force to fight crude oil theft and piracy in the state. The governor said this at the relaunch of C41 security outfits in the state. Ogedi Yekwere reports.
The state government has continually demonstrated its resolve to rid the state of criminality through provision of operational vehicles, gunboats and other forms of support for the security agencies. He said with the relaunch of C4I security outfit, the Rivers State Police Command is expected to be more proactive in fighting crime, urging the police and other security agencies to take the war against criminality to the criminals.
Make sure you protect us. It's unfortunate. People should have reject our security architecture. So we must do things and show that it's right.
The Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, represented by the Assistant Inspector General of Police, Zone 16, Osen Abolahon, said the relaunch of C4I marks a new visitor in the concerted fight against criminality.
Today you have again demonstrated in practical terms your uncommon commitment and support for the police in Rivers State.
Rivers State Commissioner for Police, Friday Ebuka, said the operational vehicles and other facilities provided by the Rivers State government will serve as a morale booster for the personnel of the C4I as they strive to reduce crime and criminality in the state. In Port Harcourt, Ogedi Yekwere, NTA News.
Now, President of the Senate, Ahmed Ibrahim Lawan, has kicked against calls by some proponents of Nigeria's disintegration by throwing his full weight behind one Nigeria. The chief lawmaker made his position known while reacting to some national issues at his country home, Gashua, Yobe State. Yunusa Suleiman reports.
No gainsaying the fact that no country in the world is without its own peculiar challenges, Nigeria inclusive. Despite emerging security challenges affecting some parts of the country, majority of Nigerians still believe in the oneness of Nigeria, for a greater good has been reflected in the conduct of their daily activities. Contrary to what some few groups and individuals are agitating for Nigeria's disintegration, President of the Senate Ahmed Ibrahim Lawan is among millions of Nigerians who still believe that the unity of the country is non-negotiable and it must remain as an indivisible entity.
Nigeria will continue to be one. What we need to emphasize always is equity, justice and fairness to all for all. And I believe that this is one way to go, probably the only way to go, to ensure that everybody feels belonged.
Senator Lawan says, with the appointment of the new service chiefs, the country is witnessing new strategies in dealing with threats to national security, and that President Muhammadu Buhari and the National Assembly are working to provide more resources through a proposed supplementary budget for the nation's security agencies to effectively fight insurgency, banditry, militancy, as well as kidnapping.
Security is key, it's essential, it's a must. It's a necessity that we have to restore normalcy in this area. And Mr. President gave the service chiefs 6 weeks that we have to restore security in our rural areas, particularly because the rainy season will come pretty soon, maybe in the next 2 months, and without the security in those rural areas, there will be no farming.
He stresses that all security challenges affecting the country are surmountable and pledges Senate's full backing to achieving that. In Damatru, Yunusa Suleiman, NTA News.
We'll bring you some messages now. We will be back shortly. Do stay.
We just having a good time, and I'm feeling so good tonight.
Where you take? I dey come now. You go see me now. You go.
Call your party and everybody, yeah. Make we start to the corner.
Where you dey now?
You go see me now.
Everybody they dance.
Where you dey now?
Oh, you go see me now.
You want for a
I'm fine, sir. Give me a surprise.
Hey, where you at?
Yes, nobody knows.
I like to steam it from my mama pot.
The best data plans in town. Dial *777#.
As senior secondary school students, you know there's a lot to cover before our forthcoming WAEC, NECO, JAMB, and even post-UTME. And we spent the whole coronavirus pandemic break at home and not really studying. Now school is back and final exams are just around the corner. But you don't have to worry about catching up with studies, as there's a new interactive learning app with limitless potentials that supplements and enhances teaching and learning process of subjects you need to pass. It's called the School Aid app, and you can get it right now from your app store. With the School Aid app, you don't have to source for materials to study anymore, because the School Aid app has past exam questions and solutions to guide you through study. Plus, you can study offline too. Visit www.schoolaidapp.com or call these numbers for inquiries. The School Aid app, aiding you to success.
I dey look for pension fund administrator. We soft, make sense, we care for me. Shy. No be the time when story go enter the matter when it's time to deliver. Oh, no. The brand is sure them no go stress you. Call them, then they accessible. Yes, customer care where they on point. You no go regret when you try, of course. Profitable investment, everything is just a blend. If you know what's good for you, my guy, make you choose premium pension today. Make that switch to premium pension. Premium pension. Make that switch to premium pension.
Join over 700,000 satisfied members and enjoy the premium experience at our offices across the 36 states in Nigeria, including the FCT. Call 094615-700-704 to make the switch today. Premium pension. Active today, premium tomorrow.
As you adjust to the new realities for operating your business and engaging with your customers, let us help you transform your business into a digital powerhouse capable of adapting and taking advantage of today's opportunities. With our best-in-class array of digital solutions, you can conduct your business, receive payments from your customers, and perform transactions quickly, safely, and conveniently, because we've got you covered with the right people, technology, and service offerings. Contact us today and let us take your business to its zenith. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
The Honorable Minister of Environment, Dr. Muhammad Mahmoud Abubakar, invites regular institutional stakeholders in the environment sector to the 14th National Council on Environment with the theme, Managing Emerging Environmental Challenges, Need for Strategic Approach to Sustainable Development in COVID-19 Era and Beyond. Opening and technical sessions will hold virtually on Wednesday 7th to Thursday 8 April 2021 by 9 a.m. daily, while the main council meeting holds virtually on Friday 9th April 2021 at the NAF Conference Center, Plot 496, Ahmadu Bello Way, Kado, Abuja by 9 a.m. with strict observance of COVID-19 health safety protocols by participants that have been scheduled to attend physically. Abel O. Enito, Permanent Secretary, Announcer.
City Halls. Let's go, guys.
Babe.
Yeah.
Would you please turn on your hotspot?
Okay, there you go. My lady. Play this ball. Hey, hold this guy down.
Password, please.
0808.
Babe.
Yeah.
You have a message.
Maybe. Read it out now. Read it out to my ears.
Free your mind with Airtel Smart Talk and enjoy calls to all networks at a flat rate of 11 kobo per second. Dial *315# to join.
Fine girl. Can I have your phone, man?
Airtel, the smartphone network.
If life were a game where every choice brought you closer to your dream, would you stay where you're unappreciated? Or would you somehow take that first step to changing things for yourself?
At ARM Pensions, it's not about who you are, it's about who you play with. Join the team that appreciates you. Switch to ARM Pensions today.
Welcome back. As we now tell you that Nigerians in London this Easter Monday came out to support and pray for their country and President Muhammadu Buhari. Najatu Tijani reports.
At the gates of the Abuja House, Camden Hill, Kensington, London, where President Buhari is in residence, the supporters could be seen holding banners and placards with various messages of hope for peace and security in Nigeria.
The Armed Forces Institution of Nigeria, that it shall be rectified. Amen.
Recall that there's been some uproar over the president's departure to England for routine medical checkup, with some Nigerians resident in London staging protests. However, not all Nigerians living in the UK share the same sentiment as the protesters.
So we are here to pray and support Mr. President so that God will grant him good health, grant him wisdom, knowledge and understanding to lead Nigeria to the greatness that we desire and deserve.
One Twitter user via his handle @Abdul A. Bello summed it up this way, giving credence to the adage, different strokes for different folks. One thing is also certain, Nigerians everywhere in the world need to unite for the country's progress.
Hallelujah!
Now, every 5th April is observed as International Day of Conscience to promote ethical ideals for cohesion and growth. Against the celebration this year, Salwa Khalil Ibrahim looks at how Nigerians put in practice acts of good conscience, peace and good character for nation building.
There is a common saying that man's behavior can either help in building the society or destroy it. This is well understood by Ayomide Al-Hassan.
Conscience tells me like that I'm wrong, and I'll think about it. If somebody do wrong, then we should use like our conscience like to promote good conduct.
Character and conscience, it's two sides of the coin. Nigeria, a homogeneous society, is renowned for good virtues that guarantees peace, unity and stability. However, many are worried that these cherished virtues have been bastardized with narratives of unethical acts that are alien to the nation.
Fake news, rumors. Some people just sit down in his room and just write the report and he broadcast it. Even asking you to subscribe to lies and unfounded truths. So if we regulate our social media, definitely Nigeria will progress a lot.
Another area of concern for many is how well do these citizens assist security agencies with right information in tackling insecurity.
So if you see something that is wrong going on, make a call and inform the authorities about it, because whatever goes round comes round.
If everybody in the world would have to work according to the prompting of their conscience, which is towards goods, then you see that everywhere will become better.
So, as the world focuses on the gains of International Conscience Day, championed by the United Nations since 1989, it is emphasized that the culture of peace and right character bond people together. In Abuja, Salwa Khalil Ibrahim, NTA News.
President Muhammadu Buhari joins members of All Progressives Congress (APC) to felicitate with former Governor of Ogun State, Otumba Gbenga Daniel, on his 65th birthday. In a statement from the Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Femi Adesina, the President congratulated Otumba Daniel on his many achievements as a political leader and businessman, acknowledging the use of his versatile network and skills to promote public-private partnerships in the state, which attracted investments from within and outside the country. President Buhari prays for longer life, good health, and more wisdom for the politician. The commemoration of the crucifixion, death, and the resurrection of Jesus Christ may have ended yesterday, but the spillover continues today, hence why it is called Easter Monday. Like the tale of two cities, Daniel Aderiye in this special report examines the dynamic lives of Nigerians on Easter Monday and how they chose to celebrate it.
I was still asleep, very much asleep.
Well, I woke up as early as 5:30.
Two Nigerians living with totally different realities. This is the story of most Nigerians on a public holiday like Easter Monday. The Bible may not have a detailed significance of Easter Monday and what it represents, but across the globe, different cultures celebrate the day differently. For some, it's a more solemn remembrance of Christ's death and subsequent resurrection, which is marked with an outdoor procession.
Most times you feel as though it would just be one dull vibe because you repeat it every year, but every year it's that feeling always comes.
So you're saying COVID didn't change?
It didn't change anything at all. Like the role I played during the reenactment of the Passion of Christ was the soldier, one of the soldiers who crucified Jesus. So my job there was to act as fierce as possible, to make it look like, oh yeah, Jesus was a common criminal, and obviously we're supposed to crucify him and then kill him. So I was meant to be wicked.
For others, there's a more playful element to celebrating the day, like holding Easter egg rolling competitions, or learning a new recipe.
I like to make use of my free times to try out new recipes and all of that. So I'm trying, I want to make tiger nut milk, kunuaya. So I'm trying.
It's not the first time, it's not the second time. That's the schedule of mine will be that I'm at work on, a public holiday. So I feel it's a good thing. There's this, sense of probably satisfaction, even though, yes, you want to rest. It's something I signed for, and I'm happy that I'm here doing it.
Whether home, office, or school, be sure to enjoy the remainder of the Easter celebrations in your own little way, however socially distant it may seem. In Abuja, Daniel Aderiye, NTA News.
Of course, the commemoration of the crucifixion, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ may have ended yesterday, but the spillover continues today. We told you that earlier. Let's quickly go over to the lessons of Easter now. And let's tell you that the celebration of Easter signifies the resurrection and triumphant victory of Jesus Christ over death. A cross-section of Nigerians outlined lessons of Easter beyond the merriment. Here is Ngozi Silva, Technical, with the report.
The public holiday, which extended to mark Easter Monday, afforded Christians extra time of relaxation with family and loved ones. Despite the new normal due to COVID-19, many say they had good and memorable Easter.
Well, I really enjoy Easter this year because I'm from Kaduna and I travel. I came to Abuja. I really enjoyed Easter. It was fantastic.
Easter was on a Sunday, so we went to church, gave thanks, we danced. And there's so much to be grateful for.
What message and lesson should Nigerians, irrespective of religion, take beyond the eating and drinking of Easter celebration?
This Easter is different because it's an Easter that falls within a pandemic response. And we are happy that the death of Jesus Christ has taught us sacrifice for our loved ones, sacrifice for even people we do not know.
We are supposed to be like Christ, so there are so many things we are doing that have set the minds of unbelievers to be confused about what we are actually doing. So we must go back and have a rethink. Even this COVID-19 should teach us a big lesson. We will ask ourselves, what if the war had ended?
Notwithstanding the challenges the nation is grappling with, the opinion of many is there is reason to thank God. Ngozi Silva, Technical, NTA News.
We'll take you now to Lagos, and Michael will be guiding us.
The resurrection of Jesus Christ is for the justification and reconciliation of mankind to his Maker, God Almighty, a sacrifice that must be appreciated by the world. Senior Pastor, Household of God Church Ministries International, Reverend Chris Okotie, said this during a special Easter service in Lagos. Annie Daniels has details.
The joy of worshippers at the Household of God Church International Ministries could not be quantified as they came out in beautiful attires to worship and praise God for his love for mankind, the sacrifice of Jesus Christ on the cross and his resurrection.
Without the resurrection, the apotheosis of Jesus Christ will not occur. What that simply means is Jesus becoming God all over, the deification. Because when he came the first time, he emptied himself in what is known as the great kenosis and became a man, was found in fashion as a man, and humbled himself and became a servant and died for mankind. But he was raised on the third day for our justification and recommissioned and reappointed to become the God that he was before.
Reverend Okotie is optimistic Nigeria will overcome her challenges in no distant time.
And we give God all the praise that power beyond our wildest imagination of phantasmagoria was released to raise Jesus from the dead and to set him at the right hand of the Majesty on high. So Nigeria will rise again, no matter where we are.
Rendition of special numbers by different groups in the church spiced up the event. In Lagos, Annie Daniels, NTA News.
Easter Monday is one of the important Christian holidays. Like every holiday, security issues are of great concern to government and citizens. In this report, Hingino John Adams gives an update on security situation during the holiday in the state.
Lagos indeed on a holiday mood. The roads devoid of the ever-busy human and vehicular movements. The usual apprehension by residents about insecurity in the state, especially during festivities, is absent. Before the commencement of the Easter holiday, the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State, Hakeem Odumosu, assured residents that adequate security arrangements have been put in place. This assurance did not go unnoticed as residents gave passmark to the security architecture in the state.
Never had an incident of robbery or any crime since the holiday. So it's like, in terms of security, they have taken some measure.
During this holiday period, to be fair, I have not really heard of any such cases.
The way I live and the experiences I have so far within this period is very peaceful.
While residents commend the peaceful holiday, this bus driver, Hakeem Alenomu, is not happy.
There's no passenger, even though some of driver is here since 6 o'clock, where he never lose. Somebody like this Ijorana, he was here 5 o'clock, he's never lose because of no passenger.
Residents are of the opinion that the security measures put in place for the holiday should be sustained throughout the year and beyond. In Lagos, Hingino John Adams, NTA News.
This is NTA Network News. More reports with Kenne shortly after this break. Please stay tuned.
Honorable Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, invites the general public to a town hall meeting on national security. Theme is Setting Benchmarks for Enhanced Security and National Unity in Nigeria. Date is Thursday, 8th of April 2021. Time is 10 a.m. Venue is 1,000-seat capacity Main Lecture Hall of Kaduna State University, Kaduna. Lead presenter, Professor Jibrin Ibrahim. Discussants are Mrs. Ibukun Awushika, Professor Chudi Uwazurike, Professor Sakanuru, and Professor Mrs. Kokore Egafona. The President and Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces, Muhammadu Buhari, will virtually declare the event open. For transportation and logistics to Kaduna and back, kindly call Moses on 0816-985-8109 or Sam on 0808-800-6035. Signed, Dr. Ifama Adaura Anyawutaku, Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Information and Culture. Be there.
We have 4 regional chefs, 3 food experts. Let the contest begin.
Like she's got a secret ingredient. Looks like she's not the only one.
This is a tough one, people. It's a tie. All means we're extraordinary. So, no matter where you come from, you can make extraordinary meals every time with Onga.
This looks different.
It is 8K video, beyond cinema quality.
So
you can pull portrait quality photos straight from video.
But will it last the whole trip?
Battery for the whole trip and the way back.
This is different.
Told you.
Nobody's perfect, but some are unstoppable.
Yeah, I'm unstoppable.
Power Horse, unstoppable you.
Like every mother, I'm worried about dangerous insects, especially mosquitoes, which spread diseases like malaria to my loved ones. This year, I'm not afraid. I'm using new Mortein Insta-Kill. New Mortein Insta-Kill's improved formulation knocks down mosquitoes 2 times faster. Not even a single mosquito is spared because even one mosquito bite can cause malaria. Mortein Insta knocks down mosquitoes 2 times faster.
Dear customer, link your Airtel number to your national identification number today. Here are easy ways you can do it. Dial *121*1# on your Airtel line and follow the prompts on the screen. Type in your 11-digit government-approved NIN number. You will receive a confirmation message to confirm your entry. You can also visit www.airtel.com.ng/NIN to link your phone number to your NIN. If you do not know your NIN, simply dial *346# to get it. No stress, no wahala.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Beat sensitivity pain fast with SENSODYNE Rapid Action Toothpaste. SENSODYNE Rapid Action Toothpaste, available in a big 100-gram tube and a small 25-gram tube.
What's inside this beautiful house? Inside, there is a very beautiful family, and in this family, there is a lot of love. And inside this love, there's Alpenliebe. And in the center of Alpenliebe, there is a feeling made with rich milk and creamy caramel. Alpenliebe, the milk-filled candy that warms your heart with love. Alpenliebe, bring hearts closer.
This is a public service announcement on your national identification number, NIN. First, dial *346# to get your NIN and write it down. This will enable you link your NIN to all your numbers easily. You can now use any of these 4 ways to link your NIN to all your MTN lines. 1. Dial *785*NIN#. 2. Visit My MTN app. 3. Visit www.nin.mtnonline.com. 4. Text your NIN number to 785. Remember, this includes your data SIMs and other alternate lines. For those without NIN, visit the NIMSI website to find a registration location. Avoid disconnection. Link your NIN to all your MTN lines before April 6, 2021.
Make nights rest-filled by keeping baby's bum dry all night with Huggies Dry Comfort. With our stretchy waistband and super absorbent core, Huggies Dry Comfort provides all-night dryness and comfort to make nighttime rest-filled for baby and you. Huggies, for all-night dryness and comfort.
Welcome back. States urged to domesticate National Charter of Accounts to strengthen fiscal governance as financial analyst projects negative outlook for the equities markets in second quarter. Let's join Musa Abubakar for details on business news. Hello, Musa.
Thank you. The federal government of Nigeria has urged state government to domesticate the National Chart of Account to qualify for performance-based grants under the State Fiscal Transparency, Accountability and Sustainability Program. The program is a 1.5 billion federal government program for results supported by the World Bank, which aims to strengthen fiscal governance at the state level. The National Program Coordinator, Stephen Okon, explained that the NCOA provides a standard template approved by the Federation Account Allocation Committee to be domesticated by all levels of government for the purpose of planning, budgeting, accounting, and reporting of the financial transactions. Now, the equities market ended the first quarter of 2021 on a bearish note, with investors losing 628 billion naira following inflationary concerns and uptick in fixed income yields, among other market factors. After starting the year on a positive note, the equities market made a total reverse in February and sustained the mood to the end of March. Though the level of losses was much lower in March, the 2 months of consecutive losses resulted in a negative return at the end of the quarter. The all-share index fell by 3.04% at 39,045.13 points from 40,270.72 points at the beginning of the year. Market capitalization of all listed equities closed lower at 20.4 trillion naira from 21.05 trillion naira at the beginning of the year, representing 2.98% decline. Already the market has started the month of April on a negative note, with the index recording a negative return of 0.29%. Financial analysts are also projecting that the market will end the second quarter on a bearish note. Well, that wraps up business news. It's back to you, Ken.
Thanks a great deal. Now, the outcome of audit report by the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority has indicted Azman Air Management of failing to carry out their assigned duties in compliance with the operations manual and in line with the Nigerian Civil Aviation Regulations, NCARS. This was after grounding the airline's operation to nail the root causes of incidents involving all 8 Boeing 737. Director General NCAA Captain Musa Nuhu says in the case of management personnel required for commercial air transport operations, Azman Air was found not to be in compliance with the provisions of NCARS with regards to provision of resources and discharge of the duties of the accountable manager. Azman was found also not to be in compliance with the discharge of the duties of the Director of Flight Operations, thereby unable to maintain safe commercial flight operations. This is evidenced by lack of safety officers in the Flight Operations Department. Azman was found not to be in compliance with the discharge of the duties of the Chief Pilot, thereby unable to maintain safe commercial flight operations. It was also discovered that some pilots were overdue for trainings, also ineffective monitoring of tire wear, overdue engineers training in human factors, outdated B737 approved maintenance program, and duty time limitation exceedance were all parts of the findings. Now let's talk a little bit of agriculture, as Governor Abdullahi Umar Ganduje has flagged off the vaccination of more than 2 billion livestock across the 44 local government areas of Kano State. This is part of moves to enhance the lives and livelihoods of pastoralists through enhanced productivity. Abdullahi Mustafa has details.
Health and productivity are the major concerns of Nigerian pastoralists. Despite the huge livestock population, Nigeria imports 60% of its milk needs. The milk and dairy products importation cost the country $1.5 billion annually. As the nation moves to develop non-oil sector and save its foreign exchange, Kano State Agro-Pastoral Development Project embarks on mass vaccination of livestock across the 44 local government areas of the state.
The vaccination will inject a lot of money into the system indirectly.
In order to address this issue, we must transform the system of herdsmanship. And transforming the system of herdsmanship requires improving their productivity, requires provision of education, and requires issues of security.
Governor Ganduje disclosed that 74 million naira is being expended on the exercise. Very soon, he stated, work will commence on the development of Dansosha Agri Reserve, where veterinary clinic, milk collection center, earth dam are to be established.
In
This is expected to enhance the livelihoods of pastoralists and encourage them settle in the forest, thereby minimizing conflict with farmers. In Kano, Abdullahi Mustafa, NTA News.
Time for another break. Don't go away.
One passenger. Big auntie. Come and enter my bus now.
Hey, conductor, this cough is serious. I beg, you need to go to the hospital.
Hospital? Auntie, if I go hospital now with this cough, those people will just say I have COVID-19.
No, they won't. Doctors say cough symptoms are different in every condition. Some are dry, others are wet, like your own.
God bless you, auntie. I have told this my conductor. The cough has refused to go, and it could be tuberculosis.
Conductor, check am o. Make you dey sure, because who no go, no go, no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
Check am o, make you dey sure.
If your cough is more than 2 weeks, it could be tuberculosis. TB test and TB treatment are free. Just call the National TB Hotline on 3340 for information on where to get the test. This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people.
Mommy is back!
Guess what's inside?
Chocolate. Biscuit.
Our new toothpaste, Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection.
Why are we changing our toothpaste?
Because with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, I can be sure your teeth are cavity-free.
Cavity? What cavity?
Let me show you.
Most toothaches are caused by tooth holes called cavities. When you brush daily with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, its expert formula locks natural calcium in our teeth and helps protect them from cavity.
It also has natural mint for minty fresh breath every day.
Mom, can I eat chocolates now?
As long as you brush with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection.
Colgate is the world's most chosen toothpaste.
Colgate locks calcium in.
Keeps cavities out!
Recommended by the Nigerian Dental Association.
I bring you wonderful news. The village headmaster is coming back to your screen. Mo wire abi mi o wire. Teacher no I fẹ́ lọ wá nǹkan jẹ. Teacher no I fẹ́ lọ wá nǹkan jẹ.
The premiere of the new season of The Village Headmaster, initially scheduled for the second quarter of 2021, has now been postponed till further notice. We apologize for this short notice and promise to keep our viewers and advertisers informed as soon as we have a new date.
And I know that even you too, you are getting a lot of orders too.
Thanks for staying with us. Benin is next and Agatha is standing by.
For joining us in Benin. Now, the ongoing National Sports Festival, Edo 2020, has a huge impact on socio-economic activities in Benin City. Already, there are a lot of services and lucrative ventures in operation. Paul Omukago tells us more.
Many economic activities are springing up, providing different services and meeting the needs of participants across the country. Transport operators, those in the hospitality business, barbers' shops, restaurants, and other ancillary services all attested to a rise in patronage.
The facility of getting money easily is very, very wonderful because, going outside there looking for money, especially we are in holiday. So what we are seeing here, I don't know what I can call it, very, very good.
It's really made a big impact on our business due to the increase in customer base and all. So it's really a good one for our business.
It's one event that actually will boost the economy for the state and individuals, and it has been a nice one for us.
There's a long turn up, passengers, we're making it,
Better than as this before. And to this official and ascribable player from Akwa Ibom State, the ambience here is encouraging, a source of motivation as preparation intensifies.
We are enjoying the ambience and the hospitality of Edo State.
At least
first and foremost, the security aspect of it is okay. We are not scared of anything. We have not been molested. We are good to go. And in terms of the COVID protocol, it's been observed.
Already, the rush for medals has started as the games open officially on Tuesday. In Benin, Paulo Mukago, NTA News.
And the sports festival is also showcasing new talents in kickboxing. Peter Oibo brings us an update of events. Her sincere apologies for the delays and mix-up earlier, but Kene, it's now back to you.
Thank you very much, Agatha. President Muhammadu Buhari condoles with the government and people of Nasarawa State over the brutal killing of leaders of the Miyetti Allah who forged a strategic partnership with the government against the menace of bandits and kidnappers. A statement by the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, said the President described the murdered leader as a beacon of peace in Nasarawa State and the sub-region. He urged the Fulani leaders in the state to choose new leaders who will build on the foundations of peace set up by the Hussein-led leadership. President Buhari reiterated the determination of his administration to work with all members of the society to rid the country of terrorists, bandits and kidnappers. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has expressed deep sadness over the passing of the director of Ford Foundation West Africa, Innocent Chukwuma, who died on Saturday, April 3, 2021. In a statement by the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity in the office of the Vice President, Laolu Akonde, stated that Vice President Osinbajo commiserates with the family members, friends and associates of the late civil society leader, noting that Nigeria has lost a thoroughbred social activist whose relentless pursuit of justice and the common good will be an enduring legacy. Vice President Osinbajo prays for God's comfort for his wife, family and loved ones and blessings on his memory and legacy always. The death has been announced of Agnes Mugo Moneke of Umuoka Ikwano Oboduku in a Dalton North local government area of Imo State, aged 95. Burial arrangements released by the family indicates that there will be a wake on Wednesday, April 7th, 2021. A requiem high mass at St. Theresa's Church, Catholic Church, Abakaliki by 9 a.m., while Line Estate will be on Friday, 9th of April. 9th of April at 9 a.m. at A.E. Moneke's compound, Umuoka Village, Oboduku, and the funeral mass at St. Mary's Catholic Church, Oboduku, at 12 noon. Interment follows immediately at the family house. Agnes Mugo Moneke is survived by her children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. Weather prospects for tomorrow is next.
Look at Tuesday's weather forecast. For the morning hours, we expect cloudiness over the southern region of the country. And moving up to the central cities, we anticipate patches of clouds with spells of sunshine due to moisture buildup over the region. However, Plateau, Niger, and the northern region of the country should experience sunny skies with a hazy and dry atmosphere. During the afternoon and evening hours, we don't expect any change weather-wise over the north down to some parts of the inland cities, though places like Oyo, Ondo, Ogun, Edo, Delta, and the coastal belts are expected to experience pockets of thunderstorms. That's all for the forecast. Thank you for watching.
And that's Network News tonight. Don't forget to be a star with NTA as we wage war against rape and rapists. My name is Kenan Ima Abodike. Good night.